Hello, I'm Tanya Mercer, Decatur Township District Reading Specialist, and I am here to teach your Sunday Level 16 Day 1 lesson today. We will go through the following slides quickly, have your child read each sound aloud. Make sure you prompt for the sounds of the vowels, the short and the long sound. If the student makes an error, you'll say, let's trace, and then you would say, this is the letter S, which says S as in sock, and then you would show the keyword slide, okay? So, and then you would have them say S, 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 3 times. I'm going to go through that quickly. Okay. If your child needs more time, always feel free to pause on the sound that they need more time on. We're to prompt for the short and the long sound on all the vowels. Short and the long. Short and the long sound. Okay, now we're to the spell sound section of the lesson. I will say the sounds, and then the student will write the letter that goes with that sound here. The student will repeat the sound after I say it, and then they will write it and say the sound at the same time. So if you see an error, you want to prompt the student. So you would say, I see, I wanted D. What letter makes the D sound? Okay, and then hopefully they will prompt the correction, and then you would write the D. If you don't have D, cross it out. Now let's write D for D 2 more times for extra practice. So that's how we would do the error corrections. Okay, first sound, Student will repeat the sound, and then they will repeat and write the letter that makes that sound. Or letters, as we're doing blends. St. Sw. Sh. Qu. Sp. Ah. Sm, sm. Eh. Okay. How do you spell ool after a short vowel? How do you spell ool after a short vowel? Do you remember that rule? The answer should be LL. When you hear the ul sound after a short vowel sound, you would spell it LL. Okay, the student's going to read one column of words from the next page. Make sure that they put their fingers underneath the word as they're sounding out, but that they also say the word as a whole unit. Okay, today they're just going to read this column. We will do lesson 16, day 2 tomorrow, and you would read this column then. And then day 3, you will read this column. So pause the video and give your child time to read the first column. They can sound out, pulling their finger underneath, and then read the whole word as one unit. Pause the video and give them time to do that. Now we're going to review touch spelling. Okay, so if they're touch spelling, they would have, if they're right-handed, their writing instrument would be in this hand, and then they would touch spell starting with their pinky if they are righty, because we're going to follow the left to right sequence of how words are in our language. For example, mat, at, and then you would obviously do that at the same time, but it's hard for me to do that with that. If you're a lefty, your writing instrument would be this way. You can write and touch spell at the same time, but you would start with your thumb because we want to follow the left to right sequence. At. Okay. Okay, so we're on the spell words section of the paper. So this is the section in which the student should write their words. Listen carefully. Student will repeat the word. They will touch spell each word, and then they will say each sound out loud while writing the word. Okay? Feel free to pause the video after every word. Step. Quick. Scat. Smash. Feet. Sway. Smell. Sweet. Quiz. Speed. Stack. Sweep. Bay. Snap. Give yourself some time to check your words. We're going to go through and check the words together, and then when you're finished, you're going to read the words out loud to someone at the house. Okay? Step. Quick. If you made an error, cross it out. Do not erase it. Just write it 3 times correctly while looking at the word. Scat. Smash. Feet. sway, smell, sweet, quiz, speed, stack, sweep, bay, snap. If you made any errors, cross it out and write it 3 times correctly. Now we're to the spell words and phrases section of the lesson. You will write the following phrases or sentences in this section right here. I will say the sentence. The learner will repeat the sentence. They will tap one word per finger. I sat on the mat. Now, if you go beyond 5, you just go back to that finger. So you would start with the hand that you do your finger spelling. Okay. Make sure that you have gone back and read after you check the spelling on these words. Make sure that you have read those back to somebody. Okay. First sentence. I see a quick red fox. I see a quick red fox. Remember to repeat, tap it out, and then write the sentence. You can pause the video if you need more time. The next sentence, feed the mush to the pig. Repeat the sentence, tap out the sentence, and then write out the sentence. Remember to use your editing when you're finished writing these sentences. Remember, you can pause the video to give yourself more time. Make sure you use the CAPS acronym. C for capitalization, A for accuracy, P, punctuation, and S for correct spelling. So check your sentences now to make sure that you have included all those things. Now we're going to check your sentences. Do your sentences look like this? If you made an error, cross it out, don't erase it, and write the correct word above or below or wherever you can on your paper. I see a quick red fox. Feed the mush to the pig. Now I want you to read the sentences back. Okay, and now we're going to the new learning. Okay. The first, actually this is blend card number 7, so we're on our 7th blend, and it is bl, as in bloom. Can you say bl? Bloom. Okay, so now I want you to trace BL while you say bl, 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 bl. Really shouldn't do blah, but I keep adding it. Ooh, ooh. Okay, as in bloom, bloom. Okay. Now I want you to write on your paper while saying the sound bl, bl, 3 times right here in the new material section. Okay, now we're going to introduce the next blend card number 8. Cl, 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 as in clap. Can you say cl, cl? Can you say clap, clap? Okay, so now I want you to write CL for cl 3 times in this new material section right here. Cl, cl. And then let's not forget to trace. Cl, 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 3 times. Okay, give yourself time to do that. And now we're going to read. We're going to practice reading words that have those blends. So take a moment and pause the video and make sure you use your finger. Go from left to right while you blend those sounds. Okay. All right, and now we're going on to the new material section. We're going to practice spelling words that have those sounds. I will say the word, the learner will repeat the word, they will touch spell the word, and say each sound out loud while writing it on paper. Okay, first word, black. Repeat the word, touch spell the word, and touch spell and write. Block. Blot. Bless. Bleed. Clip. Clock. Clam. Clap. Clay. Okay. Now I want you to read back the words that you just spelled to somebody. Pause the video and take a moment to do that. Now we're to the read aloud section of the lesson. Take a moment, pause the video, and read this section out loud to somebody. That is the end of our lesson 16, day 1 for today. Thank you and have a great day.